What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Well, it's Memorial Day. Hope you guys are enjoying the holiday and all of that. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Simply Witchy. Thank you so much for the Cash App and all the help. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you. We'll be starting out with a video titled President Trump Going Off About Putin. Just a little update there on what's going on between Putin and Zelensky. It doesn't seem like things are going very well. Then we got a video titled Texas Advances Bill to Require 10 Commandments in Public Schools. This is a follow-up video. People are still kind of on both sides of this. Then we got a short video titled Rand Paul speaking out against Trump's big beautiful bill. I'm not sure why Rand Paul doesn't like it, but he claims it's a bad thing. Then we got a jailbreak. Oh no, not yet. First, before then, we have former New York Yankees coach uproots life to open Maha-friendly farm. That's Freedom Farms there, trying to create a way for Americans to be able to get meat directly from the farm. Then we got a video titled Trump Honors Fallen Soldiers at Memorial Day Ceremony. Then we got a video titled Antifa and Trans-Tifa, as well as far-left extremists gathered for a violent direct action to shut down a Christian worship event at Cal Anderson Park. The park is the same place where Chaz was happening, the autonomous zone. Antifa getting roughed up. Then we got a video titled Demonstrators Demand Change and Remember George Floyd 5 years after murder. Both those videos happened over the weekend. Then we got a video titled Crockett claiming that Trump is not qualified to be president and says that other GOP members should question his mental equity, which is really funny after 4 years of Biden. Then we got a video titled New Surveillance Photo Shows Former Gateway Police Chief Escaping from Prison. That's our new jailbreak right there. That's the third one we've covered in 2 weeks. Then we got a video titled France's Macron dismisses video showing wife shoving him in the face. This is a doubly. The second video is Emmanuel Macron's office addresses video of wife appearing to push him in the face, claiming, no, this is them just, being in love. Then the last little bit of the news is lefties losing it, and this one's titled WNBA holds George Floyd tribute in mostly empty stadium, of course. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. And then we got we have a funny video of the day and a feel-good video of the day. Our funny video of the day was provided by Ghostly. It's titled When They Fail to Provide a Warrant. And then our feel-good video of the day is titled We Owe Them Everything. All of this is coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. What is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Tori Wayne? What's up, Snooks? What's up, 10 Man? What's up, Zero? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. I appreciate everything you do for us, Snooks. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Ghostly? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Free Thinking Texan? Happy freedom. What's up, Neurodivergent? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom. Let me see. What's up, H-Big? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Plastic Quack? What's up, Screaming Eagle? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy freedom to you. Let me see. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom. Don't forget, hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And what is up, everyone, over on Kick? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone, over on Twitch? Ghostly, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Tony Rich? Happy freedom to you. And what is up, everyone, over on the communism platform? Mana, you were first over here. What's up, High Plains Drifter? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bob Marley? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Tube Steak? What's up, Mill? What's up, Roberts? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bloopy? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Toy Mafia? If I didn't get you already. Oh, I just closed out X. Of course I did that. What is up, everyone, over on X? Let's get this pulled up. There we go. Happy freedom to you, hooligans. All right, we're going to get started into things. Like I said, this first one is President Trump going off about Putin, and he's pissed. He is pissed. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, once again, we have these Trump was right about everything t-shirts. Now, this design was created by Alistair, and Alistair is a badass in just about everything he does. So we'll be posting his link in all of the chats for you hooligans to have the opportunity to hire him for your creative needs, because if you think it, he can create it. Now this design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, coffee mugs, dog tags, and we even made long sleeve shirts out of this design. Today I got on the Happy Freedom Hooligan badge. We got lots of items and lots of designs over on the merch store. I'll be dropping all the links in the chats while we're watching this first video.
I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
President, what do you want to do about that?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do. What am I going to tell you? You're the fake news, aren't you? You're totally fake. All right, any other questions? I don't like what Putin is doing, not even a little bit. He's killing people. And something happened to this guy, and I don't like it. I'm not happy with what...
All right, President Trump there just smoking everybody in sight. He's pissed at Putin. And then he's also telling the reporter, well, aren't you fake news? I'm not going to tell you. What's up, Two Ruby Shoes? Happy freedom to you. Like I said, President Trump just kind of going off there, which is good. I like that honesty. Anyways, next up we have... Let me grab this link really quick. Alright. Like I was saying, next up we have Texas's advances bill to require 10 commandments in public schools. This is a follow-up video. We've been covering this since the beginning. Now, before we get into this, we're going to read through and see what you hooligans think about President Trump going off. He's saying he's not happy with Putin shooting rockets into the Ukraine while he's trying to do peace talks. Also happening at the same time, President Trump's not very impressed with Zelensky. On a Truth Social and I think an X post, he was saying that everything that comes out of Zelensky's mouth causes problems. So President Trump, he's pissed off dealing with these two children. Acting really immature, and people are dying because of it. They need to come down to some peace talks here. Stop acting like little kids. Either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick, and then, like I said, next up we got Texas advances bill to require 10 commandments in public schools. Let's read through. Zero, you think I'm going to tell you? Yeah, he just totally smoked that reporter there. What's up, Middle Mouth? Happy freedom to you. Free the Texan and Putin is just killing people at this point? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Elder Zoomer, watch the fake news try and spin what President Trump said. Yeah, give it 24 hours. That's all it'll take. And they'll have it twisted all the way around. Thank you so much, HBIC, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, HBIC. Thank you so much for the help. Says, someone gifted me a subscription the other day. I can't remember their name. Patriot something, I think. Anyway, thanks so much for the sub. You're a badass, HBIC. It was probably Patriot Dad. He might be in the chat a little bit later. Thank you. Cheeky Chops, your package will arrive at P.O. Box tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I ran there on Saturday. They closed a little early on me, but either way, I will be there first thing tomorrow. What is your name? We'll go with Neff. Happy freedom, Neff. Appreciate you being here. Also, I wonder if they fixed our clip command over on Rumble. No, it doesn't look like it. I wrote customer service. They never wrote me back. So whenever that happens, we'll fix our clip command with the Rumble bot. For the Texan, I hate to say it, but Putin needs to be stopped, and America doesn't need to pay for it. Yeah, well, I wonder how it's going to go, because President Trump's only going to take so much nonsense, and then he's going to, start throwing tariffs and everything else. They can sign up for it if they want to. What's up, Dan? Happy freedom to you. What's up, 10 Man? Happy freedom to you. Are you guys doing anything fun for Memorial Day? This is the highlight of my day, being live with you guys. What's up, Lisa? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Miss Gen X? Happy freedom to you. What's up, this, that? Happy freedom. What's up, Steve S? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Yukon Man? Happy freedom to you. Oh, Gen X, yeah, we put the Rumble chat on the screen. I'm trying out a new chat. I don't know what it looks like. It's hard for me to tell this stuff until I watch the replay. Maybe we can make it a little bigger. I don't know. We'll see. All right, hooligans, we're going to move into this next one. Like I said, Texas advances bill to require the 10 Commandments in public schools. Now, apparently Kentucky did the same thing in the 1980s. Supreme Court knocked it down and said it was infringement on free speech. We'll see how it goes. Once again, Texas advances bill to require 10 Commandments in public schools. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Let's take you to Texas now. Lawmakers there just approved a bill requiring every public school classroom to display the 10 Commandments. And while supporters call it a return to moral roots, critics say a court fight is a brewing. Texas is one of a dozen states currently considering this mandate. Lawmakers in 3 states, you got Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, they voted down similar bills. Arkansas is the only state in the country to sign such a bill into law this year. News Nation's Xavier Walton is live from Dallas this morning. Xavier, as I just mentioned, this just passed, but not without major controversy. So what comes next?
Hey, Marky, good morning. Well, Senate Bill 10 now heads back to the Senate for approval after an amendment was actually added just yesterday. It's likely then to go to Governor Greg Abbott's desk, who is likely to sign it. But you said that, a myriad of controversy. Critics are like, hey, what about separation of church and state? So here's what the law would require. Every public school classroom in Texas to display a 16 by 20 inch copy of the 10 Commandments using the specific version included in the bill. There's no opt-out option for districts and no penalties listed for noncompliance, but schools must accept donated posters or buy them outright. If approved and signed by the governor, the bill takes effect in the 2025-2026 school year, which is coming up. It's sooner than you think. The school year is over, so September, just a few months away, Marky.
Xavier, what exactly are critics all saying about this bill?
Well, critics are pretty heated about it, especially in the Texas legislature. Some feeling like this is, it's deeply personal for some of them. That includes State Representative James Tallarico. You're going to see him here, a Democrat and Christian minister in training, deeply opposed to this bill, calling it an un-American and un-Christian, saying government shouldn't be forcing religion on any American, especially children. He had an exchange with State Representative Kathy Nobel before the vote about the irony of voting on the bill on the Saturday and Sunday in conflict with the 4th commandment to keep the Sabbath holy.
Would you be willing to postpone your bill so that we're not breaking the 10 Commandments by working on the Jewish or Christian Sabbath?
I love that you said that, because if we had not had your point of order the other day, we would have actually already completed that.
And so, Representative Noble, you're saying that you'd rather tell people to follow the 10 Commandments than follow it yourself?
I would have rather have had this bill passed the other day.
All right, so grab your popcorn. Tallarico tried and failed to amend this bill to include other faiths, ethical texts, or allow districts to actually opt out. Meantime, supporters say, this is about restoring moral values in education. But here's the thing. Legal challenges are expected. Some of them on Louisiana has already been blocked in court. And in 1980, get out the history books, the Supreme Court ruled in Stone versus Graham that Kentucky's law requiring public schools to post a copy of the 10 Commandments in every classroom violated the First Amendment. So with that in mind, this is likely to land Texas in federal court next. And part of the bill says the state will pay to defend any cases, not the school district's, Marky. So that's an integral little part there at the end. So we'll have to wait and see. But check out the Texas legislature on a Sunday getting heated over the weekend.
Getting heated. Sparks flying there in that chamber over the 10 Commandments. We'll follow it closely. Xavier, live from Dallas. Thanks.
Thank you for watching.
Okay. Like I said, this is a follow-up video. What do you hooligans think about them forcing the 10 Commandments in these public schools? I think it's interesting because I was in, 10th grade or 11th grade when they declared that you no longer had to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance because it said one nation under God. I think it's interesting you don't have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance because it says God, but then they have to put the 10 Commandments in the school. That's kind of ass backwards, but either way, next up, Rand Paul speaking out against President Trump's big, beautiful bill. It's a short video coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about Texas advancing this bill requiring the 10 Commandments. They're saying that every public school in Texas would have to display this 16 by 20 inch copy of the 10 Commandments. They are not able to opt out of it, but there's also no penalization if you don't do it. Schools must accept donated posters or purchase them if they're not donated. A similar law happened in Kentucky in 1980, but it was struck down by the Supreme Court saying it violated free speech. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we got Rand Paul coming up next. What's up, guess some? Happy freedom to you. The state representatives here held a presser talking about the illegals, and the liberal mayor here in Nashville, at least they're trying to do something about it. Yeah, 10 man, hopefully they clean it up. Dan, we were founded on the belief of God and the Bible. We need more God. That's right. Can't have too much God in your life. I know that. I feel weird about schools teaching this stuff because they can't teach you to read, write, and do math. So who knows how they would mess up the word of God. But I guess they're not really teaching it. They're just posting something inside the classroom. Zero. This man is not a man of God. If he was, he'd be happy that this was happening. Yeah, I think so. 10 man, it's been gloomy here all day. Nah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's warming up here. Viva Fry rated us. No way. Happy freedom to you, Viva Fry. Thank you so much for rating the stream. It's so badass. What's up, MS? Happy freedom to you. Badass. Appreciate the raid. Thank you. Pumpkin, it won't hurt kids to know the 10 Commandments. No, it's not going to hurt them. Free the Texan, we had Jesus in school for decades. Why wasn't it a problem then? Satan has infiltrated the Democrats. Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Holy, what a raid. Thank you so much, Viva Fry. Holy, I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Happy freedom, all of you hooligans walking in. Holy. All of you hooligans here, give them a warm welcome. They are flooding the chat right now. In the bell, Trudeau and Macron are dating. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Not at all. I know, Plastic Quack, I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for the raid. So badass. Thank you so much, Trapper, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. Appreciate you, Trapper. Thank you so much for the help. Says, thank you, Jeff Mack and Snooks. Thank you also for everything. Let's see what we can do to help. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Trapper. Look at everybody rolling in. Badass. What's up, Murdercom? Happy freedom to you. Murdercom, I don't mind religion. I see it does do a lot of good in my local community, but we can't replace the facts and all knowledge with, well, God did it. Well, the thing is, they're not really teaching. They're just talking about putting it up on the wall. And I have a bigger concern over teachers having an agenda because they would rather push their agenda than what's in the books, right? And so if they were to teach about God, then who knows how they would tell that story. So I don't know. I don't really feel any kind of way about it being posted up in the classrooms. But like I said before, if they were posting like Sharia law and stuff in the classrooms, I think people would have a problem with it. And it's kind of the slippery slope of the whole thing. Lisa, the Star Spangled Banner brought me to tears today watching Trump standing there saluting. We're truly blessed to have him as our president again. Absolutely, Lisa. Holy, we are rolling over here on Rumble. What a raid. Thanks so much, Cheeky Chops, for that $2 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you, Cheeky Chops. Thank you so much for the help. This is Jeff Mac the Son. Appreciate you. Dispo, I love Jesus. Ain't nothing wrong with loving Jesus. Look at everybody in the chat trying to read through. Happy freedom to all of you who are joining us over here on Rumble. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here into this next video while we have everybody's attention. Let me see. Like I said, next up we got a short video of Rand Paul here talking bad about President Trump's big, beautiful bill. All right, like I said, Rand Paul speaking out against Trump's big, beautiful bill. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Spending. Somebody has to stand up and yell, the emperor has no clothes, and everybody's falling in lockstep on this. Pass the big, beautiful bill. Don't question anything. Well, conservatives do need to stand up and have their voice heard. This is a problem we've been facing for decades now, and if we don't stand up on it, I really fear the direction the country is going.
The speaker is
cutting spending. Somebody has to stand.
All right, like I said, a really short video here. Rand Paul talking bad about President Trump's big, beautiful bill. Doesn't really declare what's so bad about it, but just that everybody needs to speak out against it. I haven't heard anything bad about it. Even when the Democrats talk about it, the only thing I've heard that they said that was bad is that the whole tax on tips, or no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, is limited and it's temporary. And I'm interested to hear what exactly those limitations are. I'm not really that worried about it because right now we have to pay tax on all of that stuff. So any kind of temporary relief would be good if it is temporary. I'm just interested to know those details. Next up, former New York Yankees coach uproots his life and opens a Maha-friendly farm. This is Freedom Farms, and they're providing an opportunity for Americans to be able to buy directly from the farm and cutting out the middleman. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump's big, beautiful bill. Do you think Rand Paul actually has a reason to speak against it? Or is, he just trying to create controversy? What's up, Astro Hammer? Happy freedom to you. 0, 10 commandments are excellent rules to live by. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hurt the kids. I just don't. What's up, Tori Wayne? Happy freedom to you. I can't believe everybody over in the Rumble chat. So crazy. Thank you so much, Viva Fry, for the raid. Thank you so much, Guessum, for that $10 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you, Guessum. Thank you so much for the support. Says, in memory of all my 17 friends lost in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Vietnam. Sorry to hear that, Guessum. Thank you so much for the help. Cheek Chops over on the website. What's up, Change My Picture? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Relax? Happy freedom to you. But he needs to cut the spending. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Nafola, I'd vote for no tax on Jeff Mac. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. We should. That's what we voted for. Dizpo, thank you so much for the $1 donation over on Rumble. I appreciate you and thank you so much for the help. Says Rumble is awesome and Jesus is Lord. Amen. Amen. What's up, Mom Mysteries? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mindy? Happy freedom to you. 0, they need to make the Doge cuts law. Yeah. They need to stop trying to prevent Doge from going through and cleaning up all the corruption and waste and fraud and all of that. What's up, America First? Happy freedom. What's up, S. Dooley? S. Dooley, I heard the bill will empower the surveillance state. What did you hear about it? I haven't heard anything even like that. What were you hearing? What's up, Crystal? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dono? Did Rand support all of Biden's CR bills? I'm not sure. I didn't hear anything about Rand Paul back then. Thank you so much, The Nether Light, for the $2 donation over on Rumble. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. Says, greetings from the big truck. I'm generally not a fan of omnibus bills, but there is so much shit to get corrected. Sometimes you got to do it with a big bill. Yeah, the Netherlight. Yeah, wasn't sure if we were going to get no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. They say it's in the bill, and I think that's what's making everyone excited. I'm not really sure what it takes to go and read through the bill, but we'll see how it goes. It's moving forward. He's a rhino and not for America. I've heard a couple hooligans say that over the last couple days. There was a lot of people saying that Rand Paul has been standing against President Trump lately. Bright Can, please send Doge north of the border. Yeah, well, we need it in every state. I live in Michigan, and there's a lot of people saying that we need Doge here big time. What's up, Texas Giant? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bulky? Happy freedom. No, Rand did not. He didn't. Yeah, he didn't side with Biden. I wasn't sure. Trying to keep up with you guys. Saporus, happy freedom. America First, I don't know enough details regarding the big bill, but those few hosts I trust, they do not like him. Oh, they do not like hum. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people want that no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. I'm trying to think what else is in the bill. Do you know if the dome is related to the bill at all? I keep hearing President Trump talk about it, but I don't know what's actually in the bill other than those two things that I can think of right this second. Astro Hammer, Viva Fry is a damn good bowler. I watched his bowling tutorial once. Really? We found out about Viva Fry during the Canadian convoy. We were covering him a lot when he was going through and doing street interviews during the Canadian convoy. And we kept getting our videos striked on YouTube and stuff because of medical misinformation, because he was interviewing people on the street and they were talking about how they didn't want to, force vaccines and the mandates and all the bullshit. And it was causing us to get penalized over on YouTube because YouTube sucks. Sub 123 R MAGA, happy freedom to you. The Golden Dome is in the bill. I was thinking so. Bright Can, waving for YouTube jail. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, it's awesome to have you guys here. For all of you guys that are new over on Rumble, we go live every day except for Sunday, and we try to make the news suck a little less, so don't be scared to follow us. America First, but who's paying overtime except Fed employees? They already get enough money, plus Doge states 100,000 Fed employees collect unemployment at the same time. Yeah, I always talk about what are they going to do with all this extra money that Doge is finding, because they're not going to give it to us. They're not going to have us pay less taxes, so they must be planning to use it for other things, and I'm just curious what those other things are. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom to you. Crystal, YouTube is BS. It is. That's why Rumble's taking priority these days. Mom's Mystery, less sucky news is needed. Yeah, we feel the same way. What's up, Meta? Happy freedom. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy freedom to you. Lisa, Rand Paul showing his true colors. See, I thought Rand Paul was doing all right when he was going after Fauci for gain of function and stuff like that, but now he's just constantly speaking against President Trump. Master Meatball, Senator Rand Paul said he would have been willing to vote for President Trump's big, beautiful bill, even with the wimpy and anemic spending cuts, but the current bill would explode the debt. Oh, I see. So, Brian, happy freedom to you. What's up, Hooligans Island? Happy freedom. What's up, Real Life? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Backcountry? Happy freedom. What's up, Wayward? Happy freedom to you. I like lit farms. What are you talking about, Wayward? You talking about something else. Either way, Hooligans, we're going to move forward here into this next video. Like I said, former New York Yankees coach uproots life to open Maha-friendly farm. Let's get this pulled up really quick, like. All right, now before we get into this, I want to remind you, Hooligans, if you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out, as we're making Saturdays more fun. Now, like I said, we're getting into this as a former New York Yankees coach uproots life to open Maha-friendly farm. This is Freedom Farms. They sell chicken and pork, but beef is their biggest seller. They ship meat nationwide, and this gives Americans opportunity to buy directly from the farm. Hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
A former Yankees coach and his wife uprooted their lives after buying 180 acres of land. They wanted to create a Make America Healthy Again farm. Dana Cavalier is the owner of Freedom Farms, and he joins me now. All right, Dana, welcome to the program. It's great to see you. Why did you leave the Yankees and open a Maha-friendly farm? Why'd you do that?
You know what? I never thought I'd be here talking about a farm today. But my wife and I, we had the dream, we had a vision, and we decided to take a shot on the American dream. And, you know, at any time in life, you can make a career change and a career pivot. And that's what we did. And, you know, my wife, we'd go out, she'd eat meat from the grocery store or restaurants, and she'd get inflamed on her face. And we started to say, you know, something's got to be done about this, and something's got to be wrong with what we're eating. And she started to get inflamed, and we started to explore, you know, eating off of the farm, and everything started to change for us. So that's kind of what got us started in this direction.
What's special about the food you produce?
Well, you know, we give Americans the chance to buy right from their local farmer, and their local farmer is my wife and I, and some of the great farmers here in upstate New York. We ship our meats nationwide, which is super cool. So, I mean, back, you know, when have you had the chance to really go and find a local farm and buy right off that farm? Usually your only option is a farmer's market or what the grocery store supplies. So we are that option where you can go direct to your farmer.
Are you making a profit?
We are making a profit. We are definitely in the golden age of American agriculture here at Freedom Farms, and we're growing super fast, sometimes faster than we can handle, but we're really happy about that, and we're excited to be a part of the Maha movement. And it's really been a great catalyst for our farm.
What's your main product?
So beef is our main product. We also offer, you know, pasture-raised pork. We have some great chicken product that comes off the farm as well. So really, beef is what we lead with because America loves beef. I always say there's nothing more American than beef. But we have some excellent pork and some excellent chicken as well.
Well, you're doing the right thing. Maha Farms, making America healthy again. All good stuff. Dana, a great pleasure to have you on the show. Always free to come back whenever you like. It's great to see you. Dana, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Well, what do you hooligans think? You going to be shopping from Freedom Farms? I hope other places start doing this too. You can buy directly from the farm without having to go to a farmer's market or anything like that. We all know if you go to Walmart, you're kind of getting mystery meat and whatnot with the way they put hormones and everything, stuff like that. Obviously, the best way is to buy it directly from the farm. Hopefully, other farms start doing this. Of course, not everybody can afford to go buy 180 acres worth of property. Where I live, there's tons of farms here. I live down the road from Country Dairy. So there's Country Dairy milk and ice cream and all kinds of stuff in this area. You can go buy it directly from the farm here. But I know not everybody has that opportunity. I'm thinking about checking out Freedom Farms and seeing what all they offer, since it seems like good stuff. Next up, Trump honors fallen soldiers at Memorial Day ceremony. It's from earlier today. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Freedom Farms. Guess I'm loving New York Strip, best cut. See, I don't know how all that works. When I go buy steak and stuff like that, I don't know the best from the worst. I just know what I can afford and can't afford. Zero. There are many farms that have direct sales, no antibiotics or anything. It's good stuff. Everybody should be doing that. Russell, oh, wow. I just say an awesome New York strip and baked potato. Hell yeah, Russell. Happy freedom to you. Holy. Zero, the current bill will explode the debt, but it will also explode the revenue faster. Well, we'll see if it actually passes or not. Bobby, buy some bugs directly from the bug farm. Nah, we're not eating Z bugs. What's up, Courtly? Happy freedom to you. What's up, JS? Happy freedom to you. Steaks, biscuits, roasts, and it's average out to around $7 a pound. I get 550 pounds at a time. Where do you get that at? Sounds awesome. I've been buying whole beef from a butcher for years and years. That's awesome. Loyal customer. Sounds good. That's how America should be. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom. We hunt deer every year. Keep that freezer stocked up. Yeah, it's a lot of people do here. Oh, I appreciate you being here with us, America First. Turbo, well, I guess it's time to crack a cold one and get white girl wasted. Well, I figured you were already drinking. I'm drinking after the live because I didn't know if I was going to be able to contain myself. Get a little out of control. It's bad enough I was late. Show up drunk. I mean, you know, just fire me. Boosted Flames, happy freedom to you. Sirloin's good and not $20 for a 6-ounce sirloin. Yeah, I've never bought a sirloin. I'm trying to think what I get when I get steak. Shoulder? I don't know what it is. I know it's like $4 or $5. I know it's cheap. I don't know. I'll have to pay more attention next time I get steak. Disbo. I had a horrible experience with venison. It's gross. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things you either like it or you don't. I used to like it until I went hunting, and I realized that gamey flavor of venison is deer piss. That's what that flavor is. It's deer piss, and I can't eat it after that. I'm sensitive though. I'm sensitive. Free the Texan. Jeff never drinks. I used to drink a lot, but I've grown out of it. I drink every once in a while now. What's up, Wolf Bell? Happy freedom to you. This boat, yeah. There's a lot of us in that boat. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Conservative Jones? Happy freedom to you. What's up, David? David, I've been using Good Chop, Good Variety. What is Good Chop? Is that a store near you, or is it like an online thing? Free the Texan, soak venison in milk. It gets rid of that gamey taste. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that if you soak it in buttermilk, it's the best way to do it. America First, when I drank, I broke out in handcuffs. Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. Crystal, 15 years, clean and sober. Congratulations to you. That's awesome. Trying to keep up with you guys. Neurodivergent venison is good, slow cooked. My favorite venison is deer jerky. Oh, wide. He sends me deer jerky every once in a while. It's the best. It is the best. Free the Texan, been clean and sober since 2003. Hell yeah. That's badass. You guys are awesome. Not everyone can make it, you know. Not everybody gets clean. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline. So congratulations to you guys. Meta, I was wondering if you took a short break and did a raid. Would everyone in your chat plus the raiders go to another channel and so on? A raid wave. Yeah, Meta, that is how it goes. And at the end of this live, we will raid someone. We'll find someone who's live and doesn't have very high numbers, and we'll raid out to them. That's what we've been doing lately. I think we only missed one day where I forgot to do it, and I can't remember I think we were live like 3 or 4 times that day, and I had forgot on the last live. What's up, Jay Muzu? Happy freedom to you. Have you ever tried Steakums? They have them at local Dollar General. Steakums isn't lab-grown meat, is it? I've never tried that, Jay Muzo. Where's it at Dollar General? I go to Dollar General like 3 times a week. Next time I go, I'll look into it. But if it's being sold there, I mean, it's probably not that high quality of meat. What's up, Sean T? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Vinny C? Happy freedom to you. You hooligans should go over to Rumble. We are flooded over on Rumble. Viva Fry raided us. We got a full house. Ice Storm, happy freedom to you. Moose gravy is the best I've ever had. I don't know what that is. I have never heard of that. I've never heard anybody eating moose. We know Tim Walz drinks straight from the horse, so hopefully it's not like that. What's up, Christina? Happy freedom to you. What's your take on Trump and Carney? you'd have to be a little bit more specific than that. Trump's the man. Carney's a little gay kid. Hangs out in Canada. Nephola, is that what it is? George Floyd's 5 years sober. Yep, on Sunday. On Sunday. It was his anniversary. He got his 5-year coin. My picture. I recommend you guys check out Full English on Rumble. We'll see if they're live when it's time for the raid. What's up, Wayward? Thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. Russell, nah, not the moose knuckle. It was the gravy, but I don't know if that's any better. What's up, RK? Happy freedom to you. All right, hooligans, we're gonna move forward. Like I said, Trump honors fallen soldiers at Memorial Day ceremony. This is from earlier today.
Gathered.
Now, he also laid the wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, but it was a very quick moment, that he did that. The rest of the time, they were kind of standing there doing their formal deal. So in this video, they're not going to show that, but this is him speaking afterwards. Once again, this is Trump honors fallen soldiers at Memorial Day ceremony. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
We gather today to honor the incredible service members who rest in glory in this cemetery and burial grounds around the world and in 1,000 lonely places known only to God. In every hour of peril, in every moment of crisis, American warriors have left behind the blessings of home and family to answer their nation's call. This Memorial Day is especially significant as we commemorate 250 years since the first American patriots fell on the field of battle. Those young men could never have known what their sacrifice would mean to us, but we certainly know what we owe to them. Their valor gave us the freest, greatest, and most noble republic ever to exist on the face of the earth, a republic that I am fixing after a long and hard 4 years. That was a hard 4 years we went through.
President Trump doing the thing out here early in the day working. Like I said, out there giving a speech for the Memorial Day ceremony. That was after he had laid the wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier. Out there with Pete Hegseth. He had some good words for Pete Hegseth. Blue Team News is bitching really hard about all of this. They're claiming that President Trump used the day to talk bad about the former administration. And then they just list what he said. They're not playing him giving the speech. They're not really showing him doing any ceremonial formalities or anything like that. They're just like, no, he was talking bad about old man Walter, and he decided to waste Memorial Day speaking bad about the last administration and wasting time. And there's a whole bunch of that out there because they're trying to eclipse President Trump actually working today by just being like, no, don't look at what he's doing. He was talking bad about Biden. Just worry about that. Either way, next up we have Antifa, Trans-Tifa, and far-left extremists gather for a violent direct action to shut down a Christian worship event at Cal Anderson Park. The park is the center of the former deadly Chaz occupation. This happened over the weekend, and I don't know if this is just kicking off our spicy summer or what, but we got 2 minutes of Antifa getting put on their head coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump being live earlier today, doing the wreath ceremony for the tomb of the unknown soldier, as well as speaking for the Memorial Day ceremony. Guess if you've never been to Arlington during the ceremony, you need to put it on your bucket list. Beautiful place, emotional, peaceful. Yeah, I bet it is. Guess Kung Fu. Biden will be spoken about right after a Nixon conversation for centuries. I don't know. I'd like to forget old man Walter as fast as I possibly can. Free Texan, I hope Antifa comes to my town. I have plenty of rounds in my closet. Rounds of what, Free Texan? I don't know if they'll be down there. It's hard to say. I know they've been in Texas before. The last time I heard about Antifa being in Texas, they were protecting a drag show. I don't know if it was at a bar or a library. It was somewhere, and the Proud Boys were there too. But the police had formed a line in the middle of the street, and it was pretty much Proud Boys on one side and then Antifa on the other. And that was the only time I can remember them actually being in Texas. Corley, my German Shepherd, loves that skinny Antifa ass. Yeah. Well, right now they're just out in Seattle. They're probably out in California too. But Seattle is where they're at being arrested in this upcoming video. What's up, Sergeant Tripod? Happy freedom to you. Dispo, Trump is a fucking hero and he became my hero that day. Trump's out here doing it. I just wish we were getting more out of Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and stuff. It's nice that they're doing these drug busts. They did a big pedophile bust, which is good. But a lot of their promises that they made, we're still waiting on them. Like the Epstein list. Crystal. There's so many ex-military and Gold Star families at Arlington today. Oh yeah, I bet. Nether. Trump spoke bad about the previous administration for a total of 3 minutes out of speaking for like 40 minutes. Yeah, exactly. And that's how the blue team goes. That's how they go. They got to spin, spin, spin. So, Space Baby, happy freedom to you. Turbo, we're going to be talking bad about the last admin for the next 200 years. I don't have anything more to say about it. I had to talk about him every day for the last 4 years. I don't have anything else to say about him. Dispo, isn't it strange that CNN aired Trump's rally that day and no other? You're talking about in Butler, Pennsylvania? Yeah. Just like they had that high-speed camera there to capture that bullet whizzing past President Trump's head. I'm pretty sure that picture won a prize recently. Bobby, Seattle was cool until tech companies came in and ruined it. I've heard so much stuff about the left coast, about how it used to be a nice place until all the elected officials started bowing down to Antifa and the liberals and all of that stuff, and it just ruined the city. Like Portland, everybody says about how Portland used to be a good place. Now it's a giant homeless encampment, a bunch of drug addicts and stuff. Zero, it's coming, patience. Yeah, well, I remember when the election was stolen. And we covered that. And everybody said, well, you just got to wait. President Trump's going to come flying in on a unicorn. And then all of a sudden at 5:02 p.m. on a Wednesday, he's going to be president again. He's going to roll in with the military. And he's going to surround the White House. And they're going to send marshals in to go arrest Pelosi and all that. And when did that happen? Oh, no, that never happened. And everyone just kept saying, just wait. Just be patient. Just wait for it. It never happened. So it's really hard for me to hear the same stuff as they claim they're going to make these big arrests and all of that. What's going to happen when they try to claim like statute of limitations and stuff like that because they're waiting too long? So then they won't even be able to pull them on petty crimes where they would be able to maybe search their house, search their vehicle, find more evidence of wrongdoing. They won't be able to because the petty crimes will be outside of statute of limitations. So the only thing they'll have is big crimes. And if they got big crimes, why aren't they doing anything about it now? Because what they could also do is they could arrest these people. Even if they don't have evidence of wrongdoing, they can arrest you and hold you for 48 hours and go and look for evidence of wrongdoing. So I don't know. I'm not very patient when it comes to this nonsense. Hooligans Island, thank you for joining us over here on Rumble. Free Texan feels like the Epstein list will never come out. I wouldn't even be bent out of shape if it never came out as long as they made arrests. I mean, if they arrested one person, I'd be pretty satisfied. Bright Can, homeless hotels are a great way to launder money. Yeah. A lot of charities in general are a very easy way for people to launder money. Sergeant Tripod, Antifa's all around here. Total sissies when they're small groups. Just saying. Yeah, they are sissies. There's a bunch of 20-year-old drug addicts all pretending to be ninjas. Run around being extremists and all that. correlate. Too many politicians on both sides of the aisle were at Epstein Island. That's what I think too. Meta, I heard President Trump made a Truth Social post. I don't have the platform, so was it fake news? I don't know. President Trump, he posts on Truth Social all the time. I don't know if I'm signed in on my desktop here. Oh, I am. He's posted a couple times today. Yeah, pretty much all day. All day, President Trump has been posting. Let me see. Like, all these posts are from today on Truth Social. 2 hours ago. Look at this. Huge post. Yeah, I mean, he's been posting all day. All day. Make America great again. That's right. What's up, Southern Eagleman? Happy freedom to you. Giving them too much time. We know how they can destroy the evidence. Yeah, just, smash the hard drives. What's up, MD Cyrun? Happy freedom to you. Vinny C, do they sell moose head in the U.S.? Maybe. Agent O says, yeah. I'll take his word for it. What are you doing? Meow meow. Is it hot? He's all laid out. The cat's all just sprawled out. It ain't that hot, buddy. Come on, man. Wayward, the gamer you rated the other day, was vibing. You talking about Cat Dog? Yeah, he followed me on X. I followed him back. He seemed pretty cool. Guess just wait. It's coming up. Same shit I tell my wife on date night. Yeah, guess yep. Zero Moosehead is beer, and they sell it here. If it's from Canada, it's probably stronger in Canada. What's up, SOS? Happy freedom. Ice Storm, they've already had years to destroy everything. Yeah, I think so too. Dispo, you love dogs and cats? It's kind of controversial in the chat. I'm a bit of a cat person myself. Russell's a dog person, but a cat chose him, so now he's being converted. He's being converted into a cat person. Well, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, Antifa, Trans-Tifa, and far left activists have gathered for a violent direct action in order to shut down a Christian worship event at Cal Anderson Park. The park is at the center of the former deadly Chaz occupation, which is really interesting. It's kind of like we're coming full circle here. Back when we were covering the protesters, we covered Chaz and Chop and the Red House Autonomous Zone and all of that. Well, we're about to watch 2 minutes of Antifa getting put on their head. So hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Crazy arrest happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, backing up. Multiple arrests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people arrested. Multiple Antifa militants, maybe another one here. Get behind the bikes. Hey, how are you? Any comments, sir? What's going on here?
We're enforcing the law. That's all we're doing. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's the latest from SPD right now. The men and women of SPD doing their job. Think about the risk they're taking right now, just trying to keep the peace here at Cal Anderson Park. Again, today started off with a peaceful Christian rally to stand with children against transgender ideology. Dozens of Antifa militants dressed up in black bloc now trying to disrupt, pushing cops, fighting. Absolutely
prostitute.
Insane melee here right now. There are brawls happening. I can't keep track of what's happening, what's where. This is all being live streamed. Multiple. Guys, we got a huge brawl going on. Antifa and police. I know you're following.
Huge.
We got arrests happening right now. Antifa militants. Multiple people being arrested right now. Get out of here. Police, Antifa. Wow, we got some arrests going down here. Antifa militants being arrested now. Wow. We're going to have dozens of arrests today.
America
Guaranteed.
great again.
Well, like I said, 2 minutes of Antifa getting put on their head there. That is from 2 days ago, over the weekend. Like they were saying, there was a Christian event. Antifa hates Christian events in general. In California, we had covered an event that Oreo, and I'm trying to think what the other guy's name was. Is it William? I can't remember. Oreo was with somebody. They went to a Christian event in California, and Antifa showed up and got all pissed off because they hate Jesus and all. They just hate everybody. I think when they call them Antifa militants, I think that's giving them too much credit. These are 20-something-year-old drug addicts. That's it. You calling them militants like they had real training or something. They can't even throw a punch. They're just stankin' ass dusty people. That's all they are. They're not militants. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Drug addicts is about the highest term you should give these people. Next up, demonstrators demand change and remember George Floyd 5 years after his murder. He kicked the bucket 5 years yesterday. And, well, they're trying to get the vibes going again, just in time for a spicy summer. Sunday was 5 years since George Floyd died. They talk about abolishing qualified immunity, which the Supreme Court constantly knocks down. They also talk about how people are boycotting Target because Target rolled back their DEI practices. It's kind of like orientation day for a spicy summer. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Antifa getting put on their head in Seattle. Yes, if I had Antifa cuffed and laying on their stomach and I happen to have a cucumber in my pocket, I'm using it. The first one's getting the roughest treatment. That's terrible, guess some. Zero, they should have brought the zip tie handcuffs. Now let's see if they get charges. I doubt they're getting charges. They showed a couple of them that were like on their face and then the cop lifted them up and they didn't have cuffs on and then they just ran away. So I don't know. It was like temporary detainment going on. 10-man bust that liberal ass. Yep. Russell, cats are not intelligent animals. They are, but they're sassy. That's their problem. Is they're too sassy for their own good. They got attitudes. Zero the cat distribution system. Yeah, that's how they got Russell. Oh, RK, we're going to be playing that at the end of the news here in a little while. For the text, and I give him a nice elbow drop like WWE. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just an accidental fall with the elbows out, you know. Crystal, prisons are open for business. Hot summer incoming. Yeah, it's going to be spicy and we're going to be covering it. America First zip ties. I have 12-inch black ones in my car just in case. That sounds like sexy talk. Sergeant Tripod, you're not wrong. For the text, and that's all I've been seeing on social media is fentanyl Floyd shit. Yeah. Yep, because yesterday was 5 years. They're trying to get it all kind of stirred back up. Last week we covered a video where Tim Walz and everybody in Minnesota was claiming that President Trump was going to pardon Derek Chauvin, even though that's not true. There was no talk of that actually happening. But Minnesota was like, oh, everybody needs to be real scared because once President Trump gives a pardon to Derek Chauvin, there's going to be riots in the streets again. So you should go out there and you should go board your windows up. You should go protect your business. You should go out there and be real scared and stuff because once this starts, we don't know how we're going to stop it. And then the White House came out and was like, we're not even considering pardoning Derek Chauvin. And Minnesota's like, oh, well, just go out there and be scared anyways. And now, you know, Sunday was the anniversary of him dying. So they're trying to bring him back from the dead, trying to get these protesters activated again. I don't think this will work. But I think when they deport Mahmoud Khalil, the activist student that's pro-Hamas, I think when he gets deported, that could cause protests to become more active. Same thing with Carmelo Anthony. He's facing first-degree murder. He's being tried as an adult. If he goes and gets prison time, they could go and bitch about that because they just gave him $500,000 while he was claiming it was self-defense when he stabbed that other kid at the track meet. And so I think we got other irons in the fire that could create a spicy summer. I don't think the 5-year anniversary of George Floyd is going to kick it over like they were thinking. Elder Zoomer, Antifa tweakers, yeah. Pumpkin, it's time Antifa are gone. Well, what's really funny is that back in 2020 when we were like 2019, 2020, when Antifa was really active, they were saying Antifa wasn't real. Antifa was only an idea or a thought or something like that. Antifa wasn't a real thing. And I remember covering it live, and then we would cover pressers and stuff where they would say, well, there is no Antifa. Like, well, then who the fuck are these guys? Like, who are these guys? And they're like, nah, Antifa is just the feeling you get when you touch your wiener. I'm like, oh, okay. What's up, Exotic? Happy freedom to you. What's up, TJ? Happy freedom. Yeah, Will Johnson. You're right. That's what I was talking about. Went with Oreo to a Christian event in California, and then Antifa attacked it. What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom. What's up, Lee Bart? Happy freedom to you. Texas Giant, zip these nut bags. They need to actually charge them. The problem is they detain them and then they turn around and let them go. Corley, nobody ever talks about Floyd was passing counterfeit 20s for cigarettes. Yeah, we talked about it on Free Speech Saturday. We talked about the whole incident. I'm trying to think if we... No, we didn't play a clip. They have a funny GIF over on the website. It's inappropriate, but we'll see if I can pull it up. It ain't gonna... Shouldn't hurt me that bad. He's doing a little dancey dance. See, this is when he was handing out those fake 20s. But it's not just him. His friends were with him, and they're all trash. They're the ones that gave him the money. And then when he started getting jammed up, and they saw the police pull up, then his friends tried to act like they didn't know who he was. And then when he was sitting there dying next to the car, they were trying to get away. They were trying to go back home. They weren't worried about their buddy sitting there dying. This is a whole group of trash bags surrounding the restaurant or the corner store when that all happened. TJ, what is LFA? Thank you so much, America First, for joining the membership program over on Rumble, and welcome to the family. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. Hooligans Island Klaus needs some nip. Nah, he was just kidding. Why you pop your head? You see that? Did you see? He said, I need what? You just chill out. You just lay there. You good boy. Goodness. Thank you so much, Crystals, for that $1 donation over on Rumble. I really appreciate all the support, and thank you so much for the help. It says, how do I sign up for anyone's subscription? If you're on the Android app, you're unable to see the subscribe button. You have to go to rumble.com, come to the live, hop in the chat, and right below where you type in the chat, you will see that big red subscribe button. Click that button and jump through the hoops, and your name will be highlighted as an official Rumble hooligan. You have access to all the custom emojis and all that stuff. But for some reason, you can't do it on the Android app. I think you can on iPhone, but on Android, they don't have it. Crystal Loves, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much. Neurodivergent, congrats to everyone that caught the red rash. What is the red rash? I don't know if I want to know. What's up, Shmoo Cat? Happy freedom to you. Free the text and Jeff so far behind in the chat. I know, I'm trying to keep up. I'm not doing a good job. There was no practice, okay? Learning as I go. Hooligans Island, no tax on tits. We gotta get the bill passed. Oh, I appreciate you, Free the Texan. No, pay attention to the Rumble chat for a second. I do, but I get behind. I'm trying to read through what all of you guys are saying. Nether Knight, Red Rash is subscribers. That's interesting. Does Rumble Rick know that you guys call it the Red Rash? That is, I'm going to write him and ask him if he knows that. That is something else. The Red Gash, that's different, Bobby, and that's only for a week out of the month. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Russell, perfect practice makes perfect babies. Is that how it works? You be making babies, Russell? Meta, Antifa being used as lawnmowers. Yeah, head them down their face just like they like it. Master Meatball, this is new. The advert is in the corner. Oh, they're changing stuff over on Twitch. Well, good, because I know the advertisements piss everybody off. What's up, Kami Thong? Happy freedom to you. Vinny C. Jeff's going to be pulling graveyard shifts this summer? Probably. Probably. I am prepared to be live all damn night if we have to. What's up, Jim? Happy freedom to you. What's up, K. Walt? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cat Scratch? Happy Memorial Day to all of you hooligans. Tin Man gonna have little Russells running around. I know, a whole litter. Jesus loves us, Bobby. You just gonna post that in the chat? I bet it's on the screen too. Bobby ain't got no shame. Ace, Rumble has more annoying ads than contents. Annoying. Oh, you're talking about than on Twitch? I've heard a lot of people bitch about the ads on Rumble. I have Brave browser, so I don't ever see the ads. But happy freedom to you, Ace. Ice Storm, some information's okay to keep to yourself, Bobby. Bobby's a share, okay? He's an overshare. An overshare for sure. Zero, little Russell manias. That's right. All right, hooligans, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, demonstrators demand change. And remember, George Floyd, 5 years after his murder. Let's get this polled up. This is normally where I remind you, hooligans, how to join the membership program over on Rumble. But I guess we already did that, didn't we? Hit the like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube. And let's get into this.
Whose lives matter? It's been 5 years since George Floyd was murdered, and to see folks still come out in support for him and still demanding change, it's a beautiful thing.
Demonstrators nationwide have called on Congress to reform or abolish qualified immunity, a legal defense that can protect cops even when they violated the Constitution. So far, Congress has not passed any legislation to reform qualified immunity, and the Supreme Court has rejected dozens of cases asking for the same changes.
This is the time. There's too much chaos and division and violence happening in our country right now, and it's time for more bridges.
George Floyd's family and Reverend Al Sharpton came together for a memorial service this weekend, reminding people to keep pushing for accountability, equality, and change.
We want people to stand when there's an injustice for us. It's not about the race, it's about the right. And even though we may have political differences with the president, we cannot be silent when they are trying to rescind any measure of justice.
Shortly after President Trump was elected, he worked to get rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, including those implemented after George Floyd's death.
We gonna march!
Here in D.C., demonstrators gathered outside of Target on 14th Street, a company that scaled back its DEI initiatives following an executive order from President Trump. But those who still have the disturbing memory of George Floyd in their hearts won't stop marching for change.
At the end of the day, he was a human being. His life mattered. All our lives matter. People of color lives matter. So let's stick to this movement and stick to the script. We're not going to give up. We're going to continue to fight. That's what we're going to stand on.
Okay, so like I said, they're trying to get the fuel, or they're trying to fuel the fire, but I just don't think it's enough. I think other stuff has to happen. I don't think these people out here race baiting and doing all that crap is going to get people in the streets again. Like I said, when we were covering the Patrick Leoya situation here in Michigan, and that officer shot that dude in the back of his head while he was face down with the officer on his back. It was a pretty rough situation, and the visuals was not great. And even then, they were struggling to get protesters to actually care. People just don't care about criminals dying as much as they used to. And so, like I said, I think it's going to come down to Carmelo Anthony's track meet stabbing situation, or Mahmoud Khalil getting deported, or, you know, one of these situations to actually kick off protesters in the streets. I think the BLM brand name just isn't doing well. After it came out that they were all buying mansions and misusing funds and all of that stuff, people stopped supporting it. It was all fine. They all loved Black Lives Matter until the corporation went bad. When the organization went out there on the news and everybody was talking bad about it, that's when the normies walked away from Black Lives Matter. So I think that they're going to need some new rebranding or something like that in order to really get things kicked off, because the pro-Hamas protesters, they don't rep BLM. They're BLM protesters. A lot of them are. They're just converted over to pro-Hamas protesters, but they don't carry around that BLM branding. And so they're going to have to come up with something new this summer, and I'm sure they will. We just saw Antifa, like I said, in Seattle over the weekend getting put on their heads, so spicy summer incoming. Next up, we got Jasmine Crockett claiming that Trump is not qualified to be president, saying other GOP members should question his mental equity. I don't know about all that. I don't think she's the person to be talking about somebody else's mental capacity in any way, but either way, that's what's coming up next. First, we're going to read through the chat, see what your hooligans think about these demonstrators crying really hard about George Floyd. Guess some, you cracked me up. Russell, they're marching for change, but I'm keeping my quarters and dimes. Yep, that's about all the change they'd get. Guess Ashley Babbitt's life mattered. Yeah, and nobody talks about that anymore. Zero, Al Sharpton needs a stepping stool. He ain't gonna be around too much longer. How old is Al Sharpton? Let me see. Is he gonna be one of those people that's like 230 years old, still collecting Social Security? How old do you think he is, without Googling it? I was younger than I thought he was. Do you think he's older or younger than President Trump? We're going to see what everybody says. Guess I'm 81. 0, 78. Corley, 82. My feed, 89. Ice Storm, you think he's older than Trump? Pumpkin, Crockett is fake and a socialist. Absolutely. On top of being an idiot. Turbo, 82. Freely Texan, you're cheating. Justin Sane, 74. Happy freedom to you, Justin Sane. Zero, he's old as dirt. 10 man, 105. Snooks, you think he's older than Trump? Or younger than Trump, I mean. Pumpkin, 200. Bobby, old as fuck. You ain't wrong. Boone, Sharpton been around since I was a kid. He's 199. Courtly, you're 65. Shmoo Cat, 85. Shroomish, 82. Happy frame to you, Shroomish. For the text, I did not cheat. Okay, Al Sharpton is 70 years old. I thought for sure he was older than President Trump. I thought he was like 85. The way he looks all decrepit and stuff. He is 70 years old. My feed, mummified. Happy for him to you, my feed. Free the Texan cheated. He cheated. That's not fair. You can't Google it. What's up, Annette? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us. Corley, he used to weigh 400 pounds. Really? I've never seen fat Al Sharpton. He's always been this little goblin-looking guy every time I've seen him. Truman, she's aged quick. Yeah. All that race baiting ages you poorly. Change my picture. Trump will be 45 and 47 forever. That's right. Faded. The grifting isn't good for the skin. You're not wrong, Faded. Happy freedom to you. Faded joined us in the voice chat the other day. And it was that was a lot of fun, Faded. I'm blaming you for it going that way. Pumpkin, he looks crispy. Yeah, he's well done. He's well done. He's cooked. Meta, that's what politics does to a person. You are not wrong. What's up, Jennifer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Little Ripper? Happy freedom to you. Al is old as dirt. I know. Guess his hair looks like it's trying to catch his head. He looks rough. I can't believe he's 70. I mean, 70 is old, but then look at President Trump. Al Sharpton, to me, looks older than President Trump. Bone. He's always looked older, I guess. I'm going to have to go look up pictures of him fat. You posted it in Discord for the Texan? Let me check it out really quick. Let me grab this too. If you guys, everybody new over on Rumble, if you guys want to join our Discord, we got that. Will it post the thing? Rumblebot, you gonna do the thing? Did I spell it right? No, Rumblebot's not gonna post it. Maybe Snooks will post it. Let me see. I want to see fat Al Sharpton. I didn't even know. You guys didn't even tell me he was fat. General chat. Nah, that's not real. Ain't no way. Is that real? Or is that AI? Is that really fat Al Sharpton? What is that? What is his pendant? That's rough. That's rough. Fat Al Sharpton. I'm in disbelief. It looks like AI. Crazy. RK Raisinets. You guys got that stuff in the chat. Zero, that's fat Al Sharpton. Snugs posted it right in the chat. Rough. That's rough. Truman says before the stomach surgery. Courtly, he's a pig. Now, you can't say that Al Sharpton's a big, fat, disgusting pig, you know, like President Trump was saying about Chris Christie or whatever. Crystal is not AI. Is he famous for having surgery? I didn't know he was fat. Now all of you guys are saying he had surgery. You mean he didn't do sit-ups? This is before Ozempic was out. Space Baby, he was on a Jerry Springer show. Weird, I can't find it. It says he was on Morton Downey Jr. show, whoever that is. Is this it? No. Weird, I can't find it. I'll have to look for it after the live. Oh, I just realized I didn't watch all the Cheers. I watched like 15 minutes of Cheers. and then I fell asleep. I didn't see any more of that. I will have to actually watch an episode of Cheers. I told you guys I was. Zero Morton is another Jerry Springer. Oh, I didn't realize that. I've never heard of Morton whoever. HBO. I forget how young Jeff is. Well, that and I don't hardly watch TV. Free Thinking Texan. We are getting into Jasmine Crockett here. Now, like I said before, Jasmine Crockett claiming that Trump is not qualified to be president and says other GOP members should question his mental equity. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Nothing else, because I don't know where he's ever going to go. And I don't think that those that have gone through West Point expected to have their commander in chief address them and start talking about trophy wives or start talking about how he had so many investigations. What a great reminder that you are not qualified to be the person that potentially will command us as troops to go into war. Like, that is not instilling confidence whatsoever. And honestly, our troops deserve better. Our graduates deserve better. We as a country deserve better. And frankly, if we are going to ever be seen as the world leaders that we historically have been, the world deserves better. It is time for Republicans to start calling him out and start questioning his mental acuity and whether or not he is equipped to serve mentally. We know when it comes down to his criminality, he is not qualified to serve. But this is just absolutely deplorable.
So,
okay, Jasmine Crockett there looking awful. Talking bad about President Trump. I don't know how she gets off doing that after 4 years of old man Walter, and they weren't even really concealing it. We all knew that he was a dusty old man that was out of his mind, that was being controlled by everyone around him. They were trying to conceal that. I don't know why the normies are so stupid that they couldn't tell that that's what was happening. But how do you go through 4 years of that and then turn around and say that President Trump's on the mental decline? I don't get that. Crystal, I see you asking about the subscribe button and all of that. See, right below the chat here, right here, this is the subscribe button. But you guys can't see it on the Android app for whatever reason. Over on the lower right hand of the screen there, I got it highlighted. For whatever reason, on the Rumble app, you cannot see that button. So you have to go through the website. Maybe on iPhone you can see it, but you can on Android, not while using the app. But if you use a browser like Brave browser or Chrome or whatever, and you go to rumble.com, then you'll see the subscribe button. Russell, voters need to vote out all the hood rats. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. 10 Man belongs to the Smackahoe tribe. Yeah. She's faking it, though. That's what makes it even worse, is that she's faking it. Guess, damn it, we used to watch Alina Habba Habba. Now this bitch, Jeff has changed. It has been a while since we had Alina Habba Habba on. I'm trying to think, who did she go after? I think she pressed charges on... Oh, what is her name? Oh, what is her name? Because first it was the mayor of Newark was being charged with criminal trespassing after they tried to breach the fence at the detention center that ICE was taking illegals into. And is it, I keep wanting to say McAfee. It's not McAfee. It's MacGyver? Is that what it is? McIver? The woman in the red coat who was throwing her gut around at the federal agents, Alina Habba Habba is the one that put the charges out against her. So, in the follow-up video, I assume we'll be bringing back Alina Habba Habba. Yeah, I guess I'm the Jersey bitch. That's right. Dan, let's give the left a mental acuity test to continue working. Yeah, that's a good idea. A lot of them are collecting food stamps and stuff, though. They should have to take a test to get that. Yeah, TJ, I can't think of her damn name. It's like McIver or something like that. Let me see, since it's coming up. LaMonica McIver. Make sure there's no nudity. This individual right here, Alina Habba Habba, is the one that brought charges against her. So in the follow-up, we'll see if we can get Alina Habba Habba on video. Courtly, the left needs to get back in line for the rest of their COVID shots. You're not wrong. America First. Drug test all White House employees. Hell, we have to for work. Yeah, it's true. All federal workers, I think, do get drug tests, don't they? Or is the White House exempt from drug tests? I mean, well, they found coke in the White House, didn't they? So, it's hard to say. McLardass, yeah, get some. That's her official name. We were trying to dress down a little bit, be a little less formal, but yeah, Representative McLardass there, having charges pressed against her by Alina Habba Habba herself. RK, Jeff does have Alina videos. It's in his personal files. I keep it stashed on the website. It's the only place it's safe. Salty Ragu, what the hell are you doing? They don't pay you enough, buddy. I test drugs. Happy freedom to you, Salty Ragu. Zero, Congress does not get drug tested. Well, they should. They should. Guess they get testing in the Senate chamber. Yeah, but that's a different kind of test. That's an elasticity test. They're trying to see if it'll go back to the right size. TJ, let's see. They have ways around drug testing unless they take their blood. Well, yeah, the people at the White House and on Capitol Hill in general should be drug tested because all of us get drug tested to go to work. For the Texan, if Congress got drug tested, we'd have no Congress. We should try it. So what you're saying is we should try it. Metal Mouth, the boobs need to be freed. Yes, they must. There we go. Bam. Throw a little Peppy in there. Did Peppy make it on the screen? I think so. What's up, Hangnail? Happy freedom. Hangnail, Jasmine Crockett is succubus. Jasmine is a chameleon because she changes her demeanor based on who she talks to. Crockett cannot be trusted. Just listen to her pre-election versus now. Yeah. She's a shapeshifter of sorts. I thought she was just been trashy her whole life, but a lot of hooligans have sent me links of her trying to be somewhat civilized. But now, I don't know, she's trying to act trashy. For some reason, she thinks that speaks to her constituents. What's up, Mr. Major? Happy freedom to you. Faded. No confidence is sitting in a foxhole with a gender-confused weirdo that you guys want in the military. Well, and President Trump's kicking them all out. He made it so there is no shapeshifters in the military, and they've been enforcing it. What's up, Mike T? Happy freedom to you. Corley, doesn't she have a lot of college degrees? Crockett? I'm not sure. She doesn't talk like she's got a bunch of degrees. She has a bachelor's of arts in business administration. Interesting. She got it from Rhodes College back in 2003. She got a Juris Doctor from the University of Houston Law Center in 2006. What is a Juris Doctor? What is that? And how do you earn that in 3 years? You do it on your knees. Working real hard. A doctor of jurisprudence, of doctor of law, graduate entry professional degree that primarily prepares individuals to practice law. Interesting. That almost sounds like certification more than a degree itself. 10-man, Jasmine may be educated, but not a lick of common sense. Yeah, for sure. America First, yet she speaks hood. Yeah, I don't know who taught her. Boone, 100% mental. She's a Crayola like Kamala. Yeah. Mike T, mail order degree. Yeah, that's what I think it is. What's up, Sibo? Happy freedom to you. Edumacated. Yeah, she's edumacated, all right. Pumpkin, Crockett's worth a lot of money, I heard. You mean like her net worth? I don't know what Google's going to say about this. She's worth between $2 million and $9 million. Why? 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 Why is she worth $9 million? For what? It can't be that good. I bet her hoo-ha stinks. I don't understand. I don't understand. How did that happen? Anyways. Vinny C, 9 million. I know, it's crazy. What's up, Juggalo? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sean? Happy freedom. What's up, Pitbulls? Happy freedom. Sean, you're going off in the chat. What's up, Zero MP? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Blizzard? We deserve better than a hood rat in Congress. You talking about Texas? Texas representatives are terrible. They do a terrible job representing Texas. What's the Dan Crenshaw? He was just crying about George Floyd over the weekend on his X account. That's what I mean. Like, they're doing a terrible job representing Texas. Mountain, are the implants working out? Whose implants? Who just got some implants? Oh, thank you for letting me know, Zero. 10-man, Jasmine Crockett is trans. I don't know. I don't know if she is or not. I've never seen her without pants. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Salderigu, totally the lotto. You think she won the lotto? I don't think she's that lucky. Guess I'm Dan Crenshaw. Can't see the whole picture. That's terrible, guess I'm. 10-man, he's a Fruit Loop. He is. Courtly, Crockett needs a blonde wig. It's too much. It's too much. Really long fingernails that look like Fritos. Faded. I don't. Can I say that out loud? That's. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Ice Storm Pelosi. We're running a poll over on Rumble. Faded says, who hole is more smelly, Pelosi or Crockett? It's too much. It's too much. What's up, Gabby? Happy freedom to you. Oh, we're going to move forward to wash that taste out of my mouth. Like I said, this next one is new surveillance photo shows former Gateway police chief escaping from prison. This is another jailbreak. This is the third jailbreak that we've covered in a week, I think it's been. No, I don't think this one is in New Orleans, though. So, you know, at least there's that. Either way, hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the Commie Tube. And let's get into this.
The former police chief for the town of Gateway, Grant Hardin, escaped from the North Central unit in Calico Rock about 3:40 on Sunday, and Hardin has been held at North Central unit since 2017 while he was serving a 30-year sentence for the murder of James Appleton. Hardin was also serving time after he was linked by DNA to the 1997 rape of a Rogers school teacher. A surveillance photo from the prison shows Hardin escaping in a makeshift outfit that was designed to mimic law enforcement. The Arkansas Department of Corrections says Hardin was not wearing a Department of Corrections uniform, and all DOC-issued equipment has been accounted for. The Benton County Sheriff's Office is on high alert due to Hardin's ties to the area, and they will be helping the Arkansas Department of Corrections in locating Hardin. And anyone who has any information or may know where Hardin has gone is urged to contact law enforcement as soon as possible. Live in Benton County, Drake Foley, 4029 News.
Hardin worked for at least 4 separate law enforcement agencies in Northwest Arkansas before the murder arrest.
He was also elected constable for Benton County Township 1.
Like I said, another jailbreak. Is this going to become a common thing here? Like, is this normal to have just back-to-back jailbreaks twice a week? Inmates just escaping? And you would think with this guy, they would actually keep an eye on him. He's a police chief. He's been in and out of a jail and probably prisons and stuff like that. It's interesting that he escaped wearing a makeshift CO uniform. And they said that all the equipment was accounted for, so he didn't steal it. He made it somehow. All those arts and crafts you get to do in prison. He's actually serving 80 years. And so when we were covering the last jailbreak, the last one was in Louisiana. It wasn't the New Orleans one. It was somewhere else in Louisiana. But the inmate had flooded his cell, creating a situation where he was able to flee out in the yard, and another inmate helped him hop the fence and get away. And I can't remember how much time he was serving, but it wasn't a life sentence or anything like that. And we were talking about how it's not worth it. It's not worth it to escape jail and stuff if you got a limited sentence, because you're going to get caught. You're not going to live your whole life looking over your shoulder and stuff. You will screw up and you will get caught and you will go back to jail. And you're going to get extra time on top of it. So if you got minimum time, there is stupid to try and escape lockup. This guy was serving 80 years. Now, he's middle-aged, or at least he looks middle-aged. He's probably not going to be around 80 years from now. And so, I'm not saying you should escape jail, but he doesn't really seem like he has much to lose. So, I could kind of understand why he did it, but goofy officers let him just walk away. He's in uniform, so I assume he took main routes out of the jail, but they don't really give us details how to do that. He must have been unsupervised to some degree, unless he broke his door for his cell. I don't know. I assume we're going to have follow-ups on that, but they seem to be pretty quiet about what he did to escape from the prison. I've watched 5 videos on that story, and none of them have any details on how he escaped other than wearing the uniform, which isn't enough to get out of your cell. So I don't know. Like I said, I assume we'll have a follow-up on that. Next up, we got France's Macron dismisses video showing wife shoving him in the face. Now, like I said before, this is a doubly. We're going to play both these back to back. The one video is them responding to the video going viral, but they don't actually show you the video. They just show you a bunch of pictures and talk about Macron and whatever, their official statements regarding the video. But the second video is the video itself showing this woman shoving his face around and stuff. So we're going to play these doublies back to back next. First, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this third jailbreak that's happened. Salter Ragu, the man just up and disappeared like a fart in the wind. Yeah, that's how they want it to appear. And I think they're doing that to try and take responsibility away from the officers. They don't want to admit that they messed up, that they did something wrong, and it resulted in this guy escaping. They want to just be like, he's such a mastermind that he just broke out and we didn't even know. He's been on the run for 24 hours. Zero, it's Pat. Tory Wayne, he seems distressed. Get him a rainbow stat. You don't need any rainbows. He was getting that sexy treatment inside. That's why he left. Corley, maybe when Pelosi was in her 40s. You mean like 100 years ago? America first, another inside job. He's a chief, was given uniform, I feel. Guards told to stand down, I'm sure. Corruption everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. You're not wrong. Corruption is everywhere, and we haven't seen accountability in a long time. Corley probably took a sewing class in prison and made his own uniform. Could be. What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom. It's a dude, not a female. Yeah. That's what they say. Cheeky Chops, no. No, Cheeky Chops. Not Pelosi's titties. That's too much. What's up, Mayano? Happy freedom to you. Crystal, what's behind you? What do you... This? The hooligan badge? It's this. It's this. And this is Klaus Tower. Yep. Ice Storm, I'm offended that someone is offended for being offended. That's pretty offensive, Ice Storm. Turbo, do you know what prison it is? No, I actually don't. But let me see if I can look it up really, really quick. We gotta figure out what his name is.
The former police chief for the...
Oh, hold on. They just talk about the counties. I don't think they actually talk about what state it's in. Let me see. It's from Benton County. Of course, there's going to be like 50 states that have this county. That's wrong. Holy shit, how many people escape in this county? Arkansas. His name is Grant Hardin, a former police chief from Gateway, Arkansas, escaped from North Central Unit Prison in Silico Rock on Sunday, May 25th. He's 56, and he's serving 80 years. So, yeah, I mean, what's he got to lose, right? His life, that's about it. So, that's why he did the thing. Reading through a little bit more, and like I said, we got Prime Minister Macaroni getting his face shoved around by his boyfriend, girlfriend thing. Zero, Michigan has a Benton County. Yeah, I just realized that. Man, I think we, you know what? I don't know. We did have stickers, and something happened to our stickers. Maybe I'll put some priority on it, and today I'll make some stickers. Oh, we still do have some stickers left, I think. Something was happening with the merch store, and for some reason we couldn't make stickers. That's why the newest design doesn't have stickers available. But let me see. I don't know why it's not on the merch store. I will make stickers of this hooligan badge. 10 man. Let me write a reminder really quick. I'll do it right after the live. Because we got a brand new merch store that I'm putting together that's on the website. And we got better prices, more items, and shipping should be a lot better. And so all of that will be coming soon, but I'll put those stickers out, 10 man. I'll make them today. Snooks, make some time for you. Nah, I can't afford that. Can't afford that. Maybe one day. JT, or TJ, if I was not dyslexic, this would be easier. What did he do to get 80 years? He got 30 years for murder. He got 30 years for murder. He got 50 years for being involved in a rape in 97. Turbo Vance 2028. Vance seems like he's doing good. I wonder who all is going to run in 2028, but we'll see. I'm really wondering how the midterms is going to go, because we gotta vote these other people out. We got President Trump in, but we need to get the rest of these yahoos out of here. What's up, Xterra? Happy freedom to you. You were following Viva long before the convoy. It's been a blast watching him. Red pill over the years. Viva rocks. Yeah, Viva does rock. Metalmouth, is Klaus raising hell again? No, he was just eating snacks. I don't know where he is now. I'll snatch him up next time he wanders by. It's pretty hot here. It's not terrible. That's why I'm not sweating my face off and stuff right this second. But it's hot, so he's kind of laying around. He's not really being rambunctious. Not today. Thank God. What's up, Alex King? Happy freedom to you. Alex, you do stickers? Let me see. Interesting. I'll check it out after the live. I don't know why our X chat is always dead. Either way, we're going to be moving forward here. Like I said, we got doublies. We're going to play these back to back. This is Francis Macaroni. Dismisses video showing wife shoving his face. Now, the first video is going to be what happened. And then the second video is going to be his response, or his office responding to the video going viral.
Downplaying.
Maybe if YouTube would work. Okay, there we go. So anyways, like I said, we're going to watch the video, and then we're going to watch the response that his office gave because this video is going viral. I'm sure everyone's seen this, but just in case, we're going to play it. Like I said, we got a doubly. So hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Prostitute.
Okay, so that's the video that went viral. This is how his office responded to the video going viral.
Emmanuel Macron's downplaying a viral video captured seconds before this moment on May 25th, as France's president and his wife Brigitte Macron deboarded their plane after touchdown in Vietnam. In the widely seen video, Emmanuel's ready to exit when the apparent hand of his wife unexpectedly pushed his face from off-screen. Now, the president's office has set the record straight, telling Reuters in a statement May 26, it was a moment when the president and his wife were relaxing one last time before the start of the trip by having a laugh, adding, it was a moment of closeness. Per the New York Times, the 47-year-old world leader later told reporters, it was simply playful bickering, quote, it's nonsense that's turned into some kind of global catastrophe where people are even coming up with theories to explain it. The next day, Emmanuel and his wife of nearly 2 decades continued their Southeast Asia tour. The couple were spotted in Hanoi, holding hands and smiling.
Well, what do you hooligans think? You think she whoops his ass when nobody's looking, or you think that's what love looks like? So I think they're covering that up. I think he gets roughed up on the daily. I don't even think that's his wife. I think that's his handler. I've seen people say it's like his dad and all kinds of other stuff. I think it's his handler. She just shoving him around like that. You know how flamboyant he is. He ain't just flamboyant because he's French, right? He squats to pee. Like this, you know, this guy, if he went to jail, he'd like it. Like that's what, you know, that's what we're trying to say. But I don't know. Anyways, next up we get the last little bit of the news. We got lefties losing it. This one's titled WNBA holds George Floyd tribute in mostly empty stadium. Now, of course, this is going to be lefties losing their marbles and a plethora of stories. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Prime Minister Macaroni getting his face shoved around. RK, she's wearing his drawers. Yeah, you're not wrong. Guess up, nailed it. Yeah. Zero, he probably said, "Hey baby, give us a kiss." Yeah, gave him the hand instead. Russell Macron is soft. He is soft. Salted Ragu, he was smacking a mosquito. Saved him. That's what it was. Dan, bull hit? Yeah. No, I think they're trying to cover it up. Russell, I don't buy it. Yeah, me either. Guess she looks like a female ape from Planet of the Apes. It could have been racist, but it's not. 10 Man put his ass in check, straightened him right out. You see the way he looked out to the camera and then smiled and waved? He was like, "Oh, hey public, you guys watching me getting roughed up?" Do you see the way he walked away though? He like smiled and then he kind of waved and then he just turned and like walked out of view there. Snooks, I did yard work yesterday and I was melting, but I loved it. Glad you got it done, Snooks. Zero, we got to vote in 2026. We do. And we got to make it happen. Got to make it too big to rig all over again. Guess it'll be Vance Rubio. That would be interesting for 2028. Thank you, Snooks. I appreciate the compliment. SOS, wife, handler, and his school teacher. He's a prisoner. He's a prisoner before our eyes. America First, they say she is a man. She has no waist. There are pics from long... Let's see. Yeah, there are pics from long ago. Seem to prove he was macaroni teachers. Yes. Also many gay videos of Macaroon's gay boy. Yeah. I haven't seen much to try and back up the fact that she's the teacher. I keep seeing people say it's his dad. I think it looks like E.T. in a wig. Like where they were trying to break E.T. out. I don't know. I don't know what happened to put these two together. It's a mess. Ice Storm, it does look like the Crypt Keeper. Crit Kiss whips and chains while he's hogtied. He's into that kind of stuff. Turbo straight out of the labyrinth. You're not wrong. Ash, if they were playing around, he would have walked off the plane a lot happier. I agree. Ash, he hits him. I think you're right. The body language and all of that, the way he looked embarrassed and like waved to everybody instead of like, I don't know. Usually if you see couples kind of roughing up each other like that, like joking, then you see them like hugging and laughing and like, downplaying the violent part of the roughhousing, right? But in this case, she roughed him up. He tried to play it off like that's not what just happened. But then when he turned and went out of view, he was very stern looking. And so I don't know. These seem like symptoms and body language that they're not just kidding around. What's up? Born to eat toast. Happy freedom to you. Not very ladylike. Yeah, I agree. TJ, he likes Coke too. He likes boys and Coke. It's not good. It's not good. Turbo, I know a movie prop when I see one. Mm-hmm. What's up, first time? Happy freedom to you. First time, Candace Owens did a deep dive into Macron and his spouse. That's interesting. I'll have to check it out. What's up, Spicy K? Happy freedom. I heard he was... Wait a minute. When they met, he was 15 and she was 39. How? Really? Is it really that big of an age difference? Macron. She's 2 years older than Al Sharpton is. She's 72 and he's 47. I mean, you know, I might have some mama problems myself, but like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. That is crazy. That is crazy. Do better, Macron. Meta Trump dance. Yeah, can't beat the Trump dance. What's up, Chewy? Happy freedom to you. Chewy, if they'd start arresting people, we'll win the midterms. Almost everyone I know is pissed off that these people aren't being held accountable. Everything Trump is doing is useless unless people go to prison. Well, I think President Trump is doing the most. He's the only one that seems like he's actually doing anything. But the FBI, like Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, Pam Bondi, they're the ones that need to make these arrests, and they're just not. And we did hear from Tom Homan. Tom Homan was kind of hinting towards there's some indictments coming. I think it was in response to talking about AOC aiding and abetting illegals, helping them, not aiding and abetting, but helping illegals, what is the word I'm trying to look for? Evade ICE and stuff like that. Now, I'm pretty sure that nothing's going to happen to AOC, but Hakeem Jeffries was saying that if they do go in there and they do start arresting representatives, that they're going to find out. And that's how he worded it. They would find out. And it kind of sounded like, you know, sort of a call to action or whatever. So time will tell. I'm trying to be as patient as possible, but you know, like I said earlier, after they did what they did in 2020 and everyone's like, oh, they're going to call out the stolen election, just be patient. Well, it's 2025. How patient I got to be, you know? And that's how I kind of feel about this. Like, they claim that we're going to see arrests, but when? You know, when is that going to happen? What is going on YouTube? My chat is stuck. There we go. Tuesday. She's 77. I'm not sure what I said she was. 77. 7 years older than Al Sharpton. She kind of looks it. What's up, Digital Patriot? Happy freedom. Digital Patriot. When I started watching you, you had a lot of hair. Let's see. I have been with you a while. Well, I appreciate you, Digital Patriot. Yeah, I had to cut the dreads off. Not as cool as I used to be, but I'm also not as hot and sweaty as I used to be, so it's all good. It's a win-win. Russell, so does Macron's wife shave her pits? At 77, do you still grow hair in your pits? That's when you start growing hair in your ears and stuff, right? Anyways, we're going to move forward here. Like I said, lefty's losing it. WNBA holds George Floyd tribute in mostly empty stadium. That's nice. We're going to watch this, and we got the fun stuff coming up next. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. And you know, when I think about the wonders of the natural world, I immediately think of puberty blockers, bottom surgery, and other irreversible trans treatments, don't you? Let's check what is happening at Yosemite National Park.
We carry the largest trans pride flag to ever be flown in a national park and unfurled it on the side of El Cap to prove a point that trans is natural. The Trump administration and transphobes would love to have you believe that being trans is unnatural, but species that can transition sexes can be found on every continent and in every ocean on planet Earth. They try to erase us from government websites and education systems and libraries, so we raise this flag higher than ever before.
Yes, thanks for ruining the photos of people who travel to Yosemite for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. That unauthorized little stunt was shut down by park authorities, and the flag has been thankfully removed. Okay, from that absurdity to another, here is a disabled trans Muslim pro-Palestinian woman activist, identifies as a woman. This should be a comedy sketch, but apparently it is all too real, and this gentleman is very serious.
I stand before you all as a proud Kashmiri trans Muslim woman. I'm disabled, and this state hates that. This state has burned trans and disabled people to create a smokescreen to cover the further bodies that they are burning around the world.
The delusion is beyond measure. You know where there are no trans Muslim men in dress protesting in the streets in any Muslim majority country.
And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, Cardiff. Today, I stand and I march for the liberation of my people in the trans community, my people in the disabled community, my people in the Kashmiri community, to my beloved Palestinian people, to all of these people and the intersections that they represent, to meet me where I stand at the crossroads of so many places of suffering. We will. What the hell? Inshallah.
What's that line like? Turkeys cheering for Christmas. Now, here is a triggered Karen claiming that she is not a Karen.
I'm sick and tired of Trump supporters calling me a Karen. You have no idea what that means. A Karen is privileged, entitled, microaggressive racism, anti-vax. Who does that sound like? The Trump administration? Trump followers? You're the Karens.
Oh, sure, Karen, whatever you say. Now to a former Karen who has seen the light. After a lifetime of voting Democrat, she found herself living among gangbangers in the country illegally. They'll wake anybody up.
So you were a Democrat?
I was, my whole life.
Really?
I first voted for Bill Clinton and voted Democrat every single year until, November. If that it was not for Donald Trump, we might still be living next to gang members because everything changed after he was elected.
So you feel a lot safer now that he's in the White House again?
I do, because he's taking it seriously. The Democrats simply ignored it. They said it was lies. They won't talk to people who have been victimized by this.
Now, this next clip must be music to her ears. Here is the official account of Homeland Security. I'm not kidding. This is the official account posting a video of Donald Trump saying bye-bye to criminal illegal immigrants who have been deported.
Bye-bye. 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 Okay? Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Bing. Ding. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. That's it. Bye-bye. Wave goodbye.
Now, here is the brilliant Megyn Kelly holding Jake Tapper to account for his culpability, his complicity in the great cover-up on Joe Biden's cognitive decline that he's now pretending to expose in his new book. This is beautiful stuff, folks. Enjoy.
Over here in my ecosphere, we were covering all of these. It wasn't just falling down. It was getting lost. It was some of the stuff you report in your book, we knew and we were reporting on, like the multi-jump cuts in the videos of him, where it was obvious he couldn't get through a 1-minute take. It was clear to us that he was using teleprompter, and there was some reporting on that at the time, all of which the White House was denying. Now, the current White House, I have some connections. With the Joe Biden White House, I had none. But you did. There was an attempted cover-up. It could only ever work if you allowed it, if the press allowed it. Some of us tried not to, and some of us were complicit.
And she was not going to let up when Jake Tapper again tried to rewrite history by claiming that he covered the Wall Street Journal's expose on Biden. Indeed, he did the opposite. He did everything he could to discredit the story, and Megyn was there to remind him.
That's the point, is that they were not being honest. That's
well,
the
how
point.
Did the Wall Street Journal get it in June of 2024? And Jake Tapper and CNN couldn't find sources for this story then before he dropped out?
Annie Linsky and Siobhan Hughes did an amazing job in their reporting. And they should be heralded, and I heralded them. I had them on my show right after the debate to talk about their great reporting. But Annie
After
Linsky,
the debate. But you did not put them on when they published that story, which was before the debate.
correct. I don't know what the booking situation was, but it wasn't because I didn't want them. I'm sure I
Well,
said that
instead-
day, let's book. I'm sure I said that
Instead-
day, let's book that. Did they?
Yeah, you put on a Democrat, and you allowed the Democrat to rip on the report as a Rupert Murdoch sponsored hit piece.
No.
It's just
Megyn,
well, that's
Megyn,
what happened. Go ahead.
if we're going to do this, let's just stick to the facts here, okay? When there is a damaging
Jake,
report,
that's what I've been doing all along.
I'm talking about what you just said.
Didn't miss the biggest story of the century when it comes to presidential politics, and one of us did.
That was beautiful, wasn't it? And now you've got Jake Tapper out there, the Russian collusion hoax spreader, the Biden cognitive decline cover-up participant. Now he wants the media to be aggressive about Donald Trump's health records.
Worry less about politeness when it comes to these health issues, and needs to be even more aggressive when it comes to demanding transparency on health issues when it comes to the president. President Trump, while he appears healthy, he has not been transparent about his health records. And I think that that's something that the American people have a right to.
The audacity is breathtaking. Now to the WNBA, and here is the woman that the Biden administration swapped for the merchant of death after she got herself arrested on drug charges in Russia. Here is Brittany Griner on the bench, seemingly mouthing trash and saying effing white girl. Could it be about Caitlin Clark, I wonder? And here she is in a post-match interview, just being a delight.
PG, right now you have 10 points, 5 rebounds. We see the Atlanta Dream as being very... Right now she's talking to the refs about holding. We're going to send it back to you guys.
And to make the league even less appealing, the Minnesota Lynx decided to hold in front of a mostly empty stadium a moment of silence for George Floyd. You remember him, the felon who died with a fatal level of fentanyl in his system and who had a long record of criminality and violence, including against women. Yes, the WNBA thought this was a good idea.
Thank you guys for taking a minute to honor the life of George Floyd. George was a father, a brother, and a son. And his life, like every life, held meaning. His death exposed the holes that are still in our justice and criminal institutions today. And his 5-year anniversary reminds us that we must continue the fight against criminal, racial, and social injustices.
Prostitute.
We cannot stay silent. Every life deserves respect and dignity. Thank you.
Yes, every life should be respected, including the life of Floyd's female victims. That includes the victim of an aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon in which George Floyd and 5 others forced their way into a woman's apartment, and where Floyd pushed a pistol against the abdomen of the female victim, threatening her life. That's the character WNBA want to elevate to hero status, deserving of a tribute on the 5th anniversary of his death. Joining me now is American Culture Project Senior Fellow and School Choice Advocate.
All right, so that's Rita there with Lefties Losing It. Klaus Daniels over here tapping me. He's ready for the treats. Either way, like I said, that is the last little bit of the news. We're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. And we got a funny video of the day. It was provided by Ghostly. It's titled When They Failed to Provide a Warrant. And then we have an official feel-good video of the day titled We Owe Them Everything. All of this is coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Lefties Losing It. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy freedom to you. RK Finkel is Einhorn. You're not wrong. Brittany Griner is a dude. That's a dude. And that dude should be stuck in prison right now in Russia. That dude decided to bring drugs into Russia where weed is not allowed. And then we traded the merchant of death for that person. I don't understand that. Trump should undo that. If he voids all the auto pen stuff, can we give Brittany Griner back? I'm just saying. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom to you. Everybody in the chat, that's a dude. Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here. That is a dude. Yeah, man, fuck George Kirby. Mm-hmm. What's up, David? Happy freedom to you. Ice Storm, why'd they block out his chest? I don't know. Because they didn't have to. They didn't have to. The thing is they don't want to risk it. They don't want to risk getting in trouble posting a bare chest like that, because if they recognize it as Brittany Griner, they're going to try and pretend like those are boobs. Is the boobs in the room with us? Because he ain't got no boobs. I don't know. I don't know. Plastic Quack, that's a man. It is. Bobby, fentanyl kills? It does. TJ, why are they still letting him play on the girls' team? Because nobody's doing anything about it. Because accountability left and didn't even say goodbye. What's up, Papa Bones? Happy freedom to you. For the Texan, why they blur out Britney's chest? It's a dude. What do you think Britney's real name is? I can only imagine what you guys are about to write in the chat. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom. Turbo, who else did the big parachute in school? What do you mean, the big rainbow thing where everybody was in a circle? Is that what you're talking about? Jamal, Brian, Ty David. Is that his real name, Plastic Quack? You say it like it's all official. Tyrone, come on, Bobby. Is it Haley? Happy freedom to you. We'll go with J3 until I figure it out. Britt. Do you think that's his real name is Britt? Guess I'm Bob. It is Bob, isn't it? That's what they call him at night. Sam, Brian, Russell, Brittany. Is Brandon? Oh, it could be a Brandon. He kind of looks like a Brandon. I don't know a lot of black Brandons, but could be. Boogerhead, it might be Snooks. Out of all of them, that's probably the most likely choice there. What's up, Markava? Happy freedom to you. Talking about Brittany Griner. What is Brittany Griner's boy name? Turbo. I wouldn't have traded my Karibu for that bitch. I don't know what that is. Karibo? We shouldn't trade anybody for her. She went over there and broke the law. Why did we have to make a trade? We don't do that for any other Americans. Americans go all over the place. Japan and stuff and break the law, go to jail. The government doesn't get involved and start trading out criminals. Here, we'll give you a terrorist for this shape-shifting basketball player. Oh, Plastic Quack. My bad. SOS, WNBA star player, Brad. It's Bradley. Deontay, yes, Sam. I could see Deontay. Tom, solid agree with Tom. That's Thomas there. Young Thomas Griner. Pookie. Sam, it ain't Pookie. Come on. Jesus loves us. Oh, Pookie. Yep. What's up, Hurley Girl? Happy freedom to you. Klaus Daniels. I don't know what he's doing. Sound like he just ripped the tub out of the wall. That's not what he did, but that's what it sounded like. What's up, Christine? Happy freedom. That's a man, baby. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. What's up, FEMA region? Happy freedom. The Merchant of Death is actually is actually cool. He was on Alex Jones and seems like a down-to-earth dude. What? What? I will Google that. The Fed boys are gonna knock on my door after I do, but I will have to look that up. Christine, happy freedom today, especially to honor Memorial Day for all that sacrifice. Absolutely, Christine. Absolutely. What's up, DB Cooper? Happy freedom to you. Mr. Brittany. Oh, Mr. Brittany. Hooligans Island, yeah. That's right. I think that's where it was going. Tremaine. That's Tremaine Griner. Mm-hmm. You hooligans crack me up. Holy. Plastic Whack, can we request a DNA test from Russia? Putin should just come out and call it like it is. Say, we gave you that male basketball player back. Yeah, Trapper, I don't know. Maybe I'm boring. LaMarcus, I don't... Deshaun. Okay, I can see Deshaun. I've never heard of LaMarcus, though. It might be a LaMarcus. It kind of looks like a LaMarcus. All right, hooligans. Like I said, we're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to be opening today's door of the Advent calendar sent to us by Tori Wayne. And we got a funny video and a feel-good video coming up. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the description in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Gonna get something good, I can tell. Where are we at today? 14? Today is day 14. Let's see what we get. We might have to do a little dab. I might have to do that. Let's see here. Come on, give me it. When you're digging in her box. Okay. Tropical Thunder Hot Sauce. Yay. Yay. Let's try the Tropical Thunder Hot Sauce. Holy. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Out of all the ones I said we're going to try, why's it got to be this? This is the Tropic Thunder Hot Sauce here. I know that you can't read it because my camera's stupid like that, but it's got a nice orange color there. That's what the stools are going to look like in a couple hours. Let me... Come on now. It's got this protective cap. Oh, yeah, you see this? Cat Daniels got me. He's trying to de-tattoo me earlier. He's a bastard. It's because I wasn't married when he was born. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can... Remove the cap. I was going to say get this off, but guess you know, I just can't say stuff like that around him. It's misleading sometimes. Let me see if we can make this happen. Okay. Gotta make sure the camera can't see what I'm doing. Okay, step 1 complete. Let's get this cap removed. Let's remove the cap. Gotta watch my filthy hooligan mouth around. Guess I'm there. He never lets it slide. Jesus, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Holy. Finally, getting it open here. We're going to try some of this Tropical Thunder Hot Sauce. We'll be reading through. We're going to watch some funny videos. This almost looks like taco sauce. Oh, I can smell it. Yeah, this is going to hurt me. Well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Okay, you can see this. This is the Tropical Thunder Hot Sauce. Cheers, hooligans. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a little spicy. It's a little bit. It's a little bit spicy. The bite isn't that bad, but it's got heat. That stuff has got heat. Who? And now my mouth is numb. I can't even tell what's in it. It's got a lot of citrus. That's a mandarin orange, maybe? some lemon juice in there, it's got heat. It's not too bad. It didn't bite me on my little throat clitoris thing. It's okay. It ain't that bad. Thank you, Tori Wayne. I really appreciate the hot sauce. Whew, not that bad. Like I said, we're getting into the fun stuff. Whew. We're gonna be opening my brain here. We're gonna play this first funny video of the day. This was provided by Ghostly. My breath is macing my eyeballs. I feel like a protester right now. Who is that CS gas coming out of my mouth? Like I said, this is provided by Ghostly. This is titled "When They Failed to Provide a Warrant." Look at his face. He's like, oh, this piece of shit. Yes. Okay, the hot sauce is eating away at me. It's better than Ozempic. We're going to get into our feel-good video of the day. It's a little spicy. This is titled, "We Owe Them Everything." All right, hooligans. Like I said, that was "We Owe Them Everything." We're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about today's coffee. I'm going to drop this Linktree link in all of the chats. Like I said, we're going to read through, and we got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. The hot sauce is still cooking me. It's good though. It's not real bad. It's not like competition hot sauce. It's pretty good. It's hot though. Yes. That's the kind of hot sauce you put on wings. Either way, there's a Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You will also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through and we get the Pledge of Allegiance coming up next. Zero, everything's blurry? It shouldn't be blurry. Thanks for being here, Zero. Zero, no taps make me cry. It's supposed to be our feel-good video of the day. It's not supposed to make you cry. Because of them, we have the freedoms we have today. Silverwolf, a torture calendar that is nothing but pepper spray to spray in his eyes every day. How about that one? No, Silverwolf. No, we don't need that kind of advent calendar. Sam, it's hot, man. It is. It is hot. It's got that heat to it. Tori Wayne, don't die, don't die, don't die. I made it. I made it. We survived it. Oh, I see what you're saying, Zero. Hey, thank you for being here, Dutton, and happy freedom to you. Klaus Daniels, stop it. We're at the end. We're going to be remembering Klaus Daniels if he don't chill out. Bobby, calling us Nazis is crazy. It's because the lefties are idiots. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you being here with us. You too, Turbo. Be safe out there. TJ, I see some smoke coming out your ears. Yeah, it's pretty hot. The hot sauce is pretty hot. The bite isn't bad, but it does got some heat to it. What's up, DCat? Happy freedom. Ghostly, when I lived near DC, I used to go to the changing of the guard and watch them clean the headstones. That's interesting. I've never seen an event like that. DCat, would it work for a chicken wrap? I'm just asking. It would. It would be good with chicken. I wouldn't recommend eating a spoonful of it all at once. That's what gets me, but it's pretty good. Turbo, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah. I think they were scorpion peppers. I couldn't get them to grow for some reason. I couldn't even get them to sprout. Not one. I'll check it out, Ghostly. Thank you for letting me know. I'll look it up. I got a tab pulled up. I'll look it up right after the live. Bobby, my cat eats bugs and spiders. Good. That's badass. Silverwolf, screw the cat. Let Jeff taser himself. Well, we'll have to do like a fundraiser or something like that if I'm going to be tasing myself. Thank you for being here, Sam. Dan, a little dab of do you? Yep, you're right. Guess next on Jeff Mac, we get to see Jeff use a taser on Klaus. Stay tuned. No, not on Klaus. Klaus will tase me before I tase him. What's up, Muskie Boss? Happy freedom. TJ, everyone be safe, and may God bless you all. Absolutely, TJ. Ice Storm, start your seeds indoor until you know if they're going to sprout. I have a greenhouse. I have a greenhouse with a heating pad and a clear dome and stuff. Generally, all my plants germinate, but for some reason I had got some, I think there were scorpion pepper seeds, and I'm not sure that they were seeds. They were kind of like little pepperlings, and I tried everything. I tried soaking them in water. I tried keeping them whole. I tried splitting them open. I tried everything I could think of. I was Googling it and everything else. I actually used to run grow rooms for 10 years. I know a lot about plants, a lot, and could not get those peppers to grow, and I just don't know why. I have no idea. What's up, Lady Katie? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Bob Marley? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Donald? What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. We are good to go. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind, but we are wrapping this up. We will be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Silverwolf, they are magical beans. Mm-hmm. I love you too, guys. Thank you for being here. A cat calendar to the wish. That's a good idea, Tori Wayne. I'll look it up. I didn't even think of that. I will look it up right after the live. If I see anything good, I'll add it to the wish list. Thank all of you hooligans for being here. Have a fantastic Memorial Day. You guys are so awesome. Oh, and I'm going to give another huge shout out to Viva Fry. Thank you so much for the raid. It was so badass. Yeah, Turbo, that would be fantastic. I actually don't have any plants going right now, so I would really love it if you guys sent me seeds to grow. You found something, Tori Wayne? Oh, dang. I'm not going to show everybody because I want it to be a surprise, but that looks perfect. Let me see. Bam, there it is. Added it to the list. Thank you, Tori Wayne. Yeah, that's big booty. You want to show everybody you're here, you're queer, and we need to get used to it? Mm-hmm. Look at this cat right here. Ugh. Yes, look at this whole cat. He is a whole cat here. Ugh. There you go, buddy. Big old piglet. His head's like almost as big as mine is. Get this cat a helmet. He's going in. Mm-hmm. You ready to do a reload competition with Faded? I don't know if you're ready for that. That's Quick Draw McGraw there. Yes, big piglet cat. Mm-hmm. Showing off my hairy cat in front of everybody. You ain't even got to pay extra for that. Come on, Big Beefy. They want to see the gut. They want to see the gut. All right, he's had enough of my shit. Anyways, we're in through, we're wrapping her up. RK, we got a funny video like that. We're going to play it on Saturday. Born to Eat Toast, he's a big cat. He is a big cat. Big Klaus Daniels. Pumpkin Baby Kitty, he's a big baby. He's a big old baby. Nafola, you have a wish list? Amazon? Yes. Yes, we do. It's on the Linktree link, but I'll just drop the link right in the chat. Copy address. Bam. That should be the link to the wish list there. America First, a little tiger kitty. Yeah, he's a big Klaus Panther. Yeah, Sage Pup, that would be awesome. I would love those. Hey, thank you for being here, Neurodivergent. What's up, Kevin? Happy Freedom. DCat, you ought to do a channel on, I don't know what that is, horticology, on herbology, where we can all learn to grow. I'm not against that. Definitely not against that. I wouldn't be able to show you guys how to grow everything because of where I live. If I was able to move, then I'd be able to show you guys some fun stuff to grow. But we could definitely learn to grow plants on another channel. Oh yeah, Meta Raid. Thank you for reminding me. You hooligans over here on Rumble, figure out where we're about to raid, because we are going to kick off a raid before we wrap things up. Thank you for reminding me, Meta. Who should we raid over on Rumble? Now, they do have to be live, and we're looking for people that got low numbers. It's not that I'm against big-ass channels, but it's a big help when you raid a smaller channel, right? So anybody that's got low numbers on Rumble, try and figure out who's live. Damn, we made it on the front page of the live. A couple more people, and we would have probably been on the front of the list there. I need to stop touching my face. I'm feeling things burning. That's how I know. How does Lo-Fi Girl only have 43 people watching? That's crazy, because like on YouTube, there's always thousands of people watching. Alright, so I got some channels pulled up, but I want to see who you guys are suggesting over on Rumble. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy Freedom. Lacrita Hughes. Let me see, Rachel. Sly Dog, is Lumpy Potato on? If Lumpy Potato's on, he's gonna get priority because I've been wanting to rate him. Lacrita Hughes isn't live. Turbo, don't scratch your balls. That is solid advice there. Is Lumpy Potato on? Come on now, do the thing. Oh. Oh, Lumpy Potato is live. I'm pretty sure. Yep. let's raid Lumpy because he's a badass. I've been following him on X forever. He does all kinds of cool things for Rumble. So we're gonna raid Lumpy Potato really quick here. So let's get everything all ready. We're gonna listen to what he's got going on. We're gonna send the raid here. All right, it's go time. Let's hear what he says.
Like, who the fuck is really in charge of this weather? Who's in charge of this weather right now? Did those even count for my task? Absolute not, dude. Okay. So I have to go back here. Oh shit, Jamakis.
He's getting shot at really quick. We'll see if he notices the raid.
That scared me, Chad. I'll be honest with you. I felt that bullet whiz through my fucking earlobe. Jeff Mac with the raid, baby. Looking good as always, Jeff. Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day, firm handshakes. The raid, baby. Lady, thank you for the follow. Let's go with the raid. Happy Memorial Day. Don't forget. Support the serves. Of course. Of course. Happy Freedom Day. Happy Freedom Day. Plastic, what's up? Familiar face. Tori. Things are getting real, chat. Hang on. Hang on. We're going to crash the chat. My Free Times X3. Thank you for the follow. Hooligans rain. Listen, I don't know. It's raining in the game. No idea who's in charge of this weather. Welcome everybody to the channel. I appreciate Jeff for the raid. Much love, brother. Welcome to the channel. We're playing a game called Gray Zone. It's like more of a tactical realism.
All right, Hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys participating in the raid. And thank you so much for being here and covering the news with me, making the news suck a little less. Go out there and enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day. Don't forget those that have paid the biggest price for all of us to have the freedoms that we have today. Big shout out to all of them for sure. God bless those people. Anyways, like I said, enjoy the rest of your holiday. Go eat some good food. I'm going to try and do the same, but make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you Hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
Jeff.